Hey, what's up? My name is Justin, and before you scroll, I want you to hear this. If your income has ever felt random, it's probably not because you're missing the next tactic. It's probably because you don't have a real system installed. Because most people try to make money online like this. They'll start with a product or a funnel or ads, and then they hit the same wall every time and realize, well, I don't have an audience to sell this to. Nobody's actually paying attention to me. People don't trust me enough to buy. And that's what actually kills the momentum. And the truth is, even the best offer in the world, it will go unnoticed if nobody is paying attention and listening to you, and if they don't trust you. And so if you've ever felt like, you know what, I'm doing all of this work, but nothing is working, nothing is actually compounding, or you feel like I'm tired of just constantly starting over, then that's exactly what the solution here on this page fixes. Because at the end of the day, predictable income comes from a predictable framework. And that framework has only 3 steps. Step number 1, you build an audience that you own. And then step number 2 is you monetize that attention from the audience that you own and you turn it into consistent revenue. And then step number 3, once you've got the audience, it's making you some money, you accelerate it with a money funnel. That way sales start to become very intentional and predictable as opposed to random. And that's it. Those are the only 3 steps. And the reason that most people never get that predictable result that they want is because they don't have a system that installs those 3 steps in the right order without actually getting overwhelmed halfway through and quitting. And so that's why we built something different. It's called the LifeThriver income game. And here's what I want you to understand right off the bat. When you say yes to the offer here on this page, you're going to learn the entire 3-step income framework. Not just a piece of it, not just the theory. You're going to understand the entire system. Build, monetize, accelerate, all of it. That way you know exactly what to do and why it works. And then as you go deeper through the training, we're going to start by helping you implement the most important part first. And that is step 1 of that 3-step system, because that is what makes step 2 and 3 actually work. And it also happens to be what most people never complete. So we're going to go super deep with you to help you get step 1 in place the correct way. And it matters so much because in 2026, with AI flooding the internet with slop content, the simplest way to build attention and to build trust on demand in a way that you actually own is email. It's not social media. It's not a platform that can literally change the rules on you overnight or even kick you off of the platform. It is an owned audience. And it's built through a strategic newsletter that lands directly in somebody's inbox. And that's the answer because it allows you to build relationships at scale. It positions you as the trusted voice, and it can literally generate you income with every single send. And we're going to show you how to do all of this. You don't need an existing audience to make this work. You don't need to be internet famous. You don't even need products that you're going to sell first. If you can literally just talk about something that you care about, then you can build an audience and an income around it. And if you're here and you've already got a newsletter, then that's perfect. What this will do is actually strengthen what you've already built, and it will help you install a clearer path to monetize it and make even more money from it. But the real problem here is not just understanding these 3 steps and what to do. A lot of people understand this, but they still don't do it. They end up stalling out or overthinking their niche, or they get stuck on what to say, or they bounce between the different tools that are available and they second guess a lot of stuff. And so the way that we actually built this system is where it's using AI to do most of the heavy lifting for you. That way you stop getting stuck. And so inside of the LifeThriver income game, AI really starts to become your built-in partner for the parts that normally cause people to get frustrated and quit. And so things like clarifying who your perfect reader is, dialing in your writer voice, generating ideas, writing your drafts, publishing your emails, structuring your content, planning your content, all of that, we use AI to do the vast majority of the heavy lifting. Because we don't want you guessing, we want you actually building something and using the tools that we've programmed to help you build it correctly the first time. And so when you step into this offer here on the page, you're going to learn the full 3-step framework right away. That way you understand the entire income system. And then we're going to dive in and walk you through implementing step 1 first in super detail. That way you have a solid foundation. So we're going to help you lock in your identity and your audience and really decide, who am I building this for? What kind of reader do I want? Who is the dream reader that I want reading my newsletter? Why should people care? And we show you how to do all of this really fast so that you don't have to bounce between different ideas for weeks at a time. And that's what gets your newsletter to come alive, right? You set up the platform, we help you create the look of it, define your writing voice, and we do all of this with AI. And then we install the welcome system that will create that instant authority and start to prime your list to get really high open rates. And so by the end of this first step only, your newsletter is going to be real, it's going to be live, it's going to be positioned, and it's going to be ready to grow and start earning money. And then step 2 in the process becomes super obvious. Step 2 is where you turn that attention into revenue. And you're going to do that by flipping on the monetization streams like we show you how to do and pairing them with a predictable growth engine. Now that growth engine comes from a variety of different ways. We talk more about it inside of the program. It could be that you want your growth engine to be a content publishing type of schedule. It could be that you want to spend money on ads. It could be that you want to do more partnerships or cold email or something else. We're going to teach you all of the different options, and we're going to show you what our preferred way is, the one that gives you the most predictable subscriber growth without actually relying on algorithms or your content being fed to other people, and also without wasting money on advertising. So you're going to learn all that, and then also we're going to teach you step 3, because that is where you stop relying on random sales and you install what every stable business owner has behind the scenes, and that is what we call a money funnel. And a money funnel is simply a clear path that turns the right readers into buyers on purpose, predictably. That way, instead of like hoping that people buy whenever you mention something, you're going to have a system that actually make those sales happen consistently. And that will round out the 3-step income framework: build, monetize, accelerate. And if you stall those 3 steps in order, then you stop trying to make money online and you start actually running a predictable income engine. Now, real quick, in case you're here and you don't know who we are or who I am and who you're learning from, my name is Justin, my wife's name is Brenda, and for over 16 years now, we've helped multiple multi-million-dollar companies and solopreneurs build predictable income through audience trust, email leverage, and gamification. We've actually been behind the scenes of 29 different businesses. Many of them were generating 6 and even 7 figures every month. And out of all of that experience, one of the biggest lessons that we've learned is that if your income needs you 24/7, it's not really a system, it's more like a trap. And that's the reason that we rebuilt this entire process using AI to really remove friction, speed up execution, and make progress feel doable again. And so here's what you need to do next. If you are done with the gimmicks, if you're tired of working but nothing is working, if you want to learn the entire 3-step income framework and start installing it immediately, then click the button below, grab the LifeThriver income game for $27. And to make this decision easy, you're protected by our 3-day guarantee. Buy it, go through it, use the bots, start building. And if you're not thrilled within the first 3 days, just reach out to support. We will refund you, no questions asked. So you have nothing to lose, except staying stuck in random income mode. So click below, get instant access for $27, and we'll see you inside.